Hey friends, welcome into the softening into your body stretch. This stretch is going to leave you feeling absolutely incredible. It's a beautiful reminder that you showed up today on your mat and that you're willing and open to connecting with your body in a way that maybe you've been avoiding, maybe something that you know that you should be doing, but kind of set it off to the side for another day, another morning, another evening, another time. But for whatever reason today, you've decided to show up on your mat and press play. And I'm so grateful that you're here. I'm really excited to guide you through this stretch because I know that it's gonna open not only all of your muscles and maybe into those uncomfortable areas in your body, but it's also gonna help you to open your heart. And I want you to begin this stretch just finding a comfortable position, whether you're kneeling on the floor like I am, whether you're seated, or maybe you're most comfortable laying down. The choice is yours. Wherever you're at, I want you to close your eyes and just soften your breath. Think about unclenching your jaw by relaxing your mouth. And just start to take gentle inhales through the nose and soft exhales out the mouth. Notice if there's any areas in your body that you're maybe subconsciously holding on to, tension, and just allow yourself to release into that area. Maybe that's continuing to relax your jaw. Maybe that's letting your shoulders fall away from your ears. Maybe that's just wiggling your toes. Maybe that's allowing your belly to relax into every exhale. And just simply allowing the warmth of this moment to wash over your body. Today I want you to think about how you can soften, how you can lean into the moment, lean into the discomfort, soften into your body and soften into the discomfort. Let's take one more inhale. And one more exhale. And gently blink your eyes open. It's coming back into this space. We're gonna start today with a nice seated butterfly stretch. So I want you to take a seat on your behind. If you've got a cushion or a yoga block available to you, you're welcome to prop yourself up on that if you find more comfort in it. We're gonna take the bottoms of our feet and place them together, and just allowing the knees to fall open. Relaxing those knees down. Maybe you grab a hold of your toes. Maybe you take two fingers and grab a hold of your big toe just as a little extra support. Or if that doesn't quite feel right, you're more than welcome to just grab a hold of your ankles or your shins. And just roll your shoulders back a couple of times. Good. Notice if you're holding on with all of your might with your hands, I want you to soften into those fingertips. All right, soften the body. Our goal here today is to not hold anything too tightly, to learn to let go, to learn to soften and relax. We are carrying way too much tension all the time in our day-to-day life, and the least we can give ourselves is just this 10 to 15 minutes to soften and to watch how that softening plays out in the rest of our day. So soften the knees, soften the shoulders, let your shoulders drop away from your ears. There's no need to press the bottoms of your feet together firmly. Allow the stretch itself to do the work. You find the position and just allow your body to relax into it. There is no need to add more or do less. All we're here to do today is to just be. Continuing to come back into that breathing that we started with. Those long inhales through your nose. Those soft exhales out your mouth, allowing the belly to relax. Throughout this stretch, and anytime, of course, you're welcome to relax into your eyes being shut. There's no need to squeeze them shut, but simply to allow them to softly shut, bringing your awareness inward. In each of these stretches, we'll be spending a fair amount of time. So there's no rush. It's just you and your mat, and right here in this present moment. Nowhere to go, nowhere to be. And just knowing that you have these moments together that are just for you. Allow those moments to soften. We're going to take one more deep breath in here. And one more final exhale. Wonderful. Extending that right leg out, we're going to come into a forward fold. So widening your feet, allowing again your hips to relax here. There's no need to have to flex your toes. You can leave them relaxed. And to begin with, I want you to just take your fingertips and walk them in behind you, rolling the shoulders back and letting your heart shine forward. If at any time that this feels like it's too much, just gently bring your feet forward and just come back into a gentle, comfortable seated position. But if you're ready to join me, widen those legs, bring those hands back, shine the heart forward, and soften. We tend to spend a lot of our day hunched over, rolling our shoulders inward, hovered over our computer, hovered over our phone, hovered over our dinner. And this stretch just allows you to open your heart, to open your chest, to open those shoulders up. So allow your neck to see the light of day. Maybe in this position you bring a soft smile to your face. A reminder that there is joy in these moments. That there is joy in the softening, no matter how uncomfortable it may be. Good, let's begin to walk those fingertips forward. We're gonna bring them in front of our hips and then do the opposite by dropping our chin toward our chest. From here, you can begin to walk the fingertips out, away from the body. Again, no need to flex the toes, and no need here to really go deep in the stretch. Just gently walk your fingertips slightly forward so that you begin to feel that stretch through the inner thigh, but that it's comfortable enough to maintain without discomfort. I want you to give your toes a little wiggle here. Just reminding yourself that you don't have to hold tension in them. And if you're finding it difficult today to relax, I totally get it. I really do. It is so challenging sometimes to feel any ability for your body to have downtime. We live in a world that is just constantly on the go, on the move, chaos everywhere. And so most of us are walking around with tension, whether we are aware of it or not. But in these moments today, I want you to really come into your awareness and see if you can consciously make a little effort to soften. Whether that is a couple centimeters, a couple millimeters, just allowing your body to find comfort in stillness. Allowing your head to hang heavy towards your chest. Maybe you notice that your chin begins to get a little closer to your chest. We're going to begin to gently walk your fingertips back in towards us, gently rolling yourself back up to a seated position. Our next stretch is going to be a seated spine twist. So let's bring those feet together to begin. We're going to do one side at a time and start with that right leg. And again, you're more than welcome to continue with that wide leg forward fold, or you can join me for the spine twist. We're going to take that right leg and bring it over the left leg. Now, this isn't about how far I can yank my leg to get over and how much I can lean to get that foot flat on the floor. It's about just gently pulling that knee into a comfortable position towards you. If this feels like it's enough for you today, stay here. Allow those shoulders to relax away from the ears. If you want to go a little bit of more depth in this stretch, I want you to shift your weight a little bit more into that left leg and then take that right hand behind you. We're going to bring that left arm up and over the body and gently press our elbow towards the knee and look over that right shoulder into a spine twist. Imagine wringing out your body, all of the toxins, all of the negative thinking. As we twist, we wring out all of that negativity. And we call into ourselves more openness, more comfort, more joy, and more softness. This is one of our few stretches today where we are going to add a little bit of tension. Gently pressing into that knee with our elbow. It's not to the point that we are yanking our body into a twist, but more that we're able to add just a little bit of pressure, a little bit of tension. The stretch is a little bit shorter. We're going to hold this here for about 15 more seconds. One more breath in, and one more exhale out. Gently untwisting, let's do the same thing on the other side. So once again, and each side of our body can feel entirely different, so play with what works here for you. We're gonna draw that knee in. You're welcome to stay here in a comfortable position with your elbows in and your shoulders down away from your ears. Or alternatively, if you did the same thing on the other side, you can press your weight into that right leg, bring your left hand behind you and your right arm over. Gently twisting, looking over that left shoulder. Notice if you're in that twist, if one side feels like you're able to go a little deeper. Maybe there's one side of our body that we're holding a little more tension in. And maybe one area of our body that's calling for us to relax into it and to soften into it a little bit more. This is also a fantastic stretch for your kidneys and your digestive system. So we're getting a 2-for-1 deal here. Not only are we relaxing our nervous system, but we're also giving some of our organs some love as well. Let's take 15 more seconds here. Continuing to inhale through the nose and exhale through the mouth. With every breath, seeing if we can soften a little more. One more inhale. And one more exhale. Gently untwisting and coming back to center. We're gonna make our way down onto our back. This is completely optional. We're gonna find ourselves now in reclined butterfly. So very similar to what we did seated, and you're more than welcome to stay in that seated position and repeat butterfly again, or you can join me down on the floor for reclined butterfly. So from here, we're gonna walk our feet in. And before we even pick up our feet, I want you to relax your shoulders. Notice if your shoulders are up by your ears. Walk your shoulders down a little bit. Move around a little bit on the mat to find your most comfortable position. From here, we're gonna elevate our feet and we're gonna draw our knees towards our chest once again, allowing our hips to fall open in that nice wide V-sit. Now, you may have a little bit more difficulty reaching for your toes in this position, and that's totally normal. You're more than welcome to grab a hold of your outer thighs and at your knees, just allowing your gravity to gently pull yourself downward. You're welcome to grab a hold of your ankles, or if it's available to you, you're more than welcome to grab your toes or your feet. Whatever that stretch is, it's not necessary to find the deepest version, but the version that you can relax in. The version that feels most effortless. I want you to think about whether your neck is arching off the floor, if you're firmly pressing your head into the ground and creating that arch in the back of your neck. See if you can lengthen your head and drop it a little flatter towards the floor. With that, you'll notice that your shoulders also begin to drop down towards the floor too. Now this is a bit of a deeper variation of the seated butterfly stretch, in that not only do you have your own resistance that you're adding, but you also have the resistance of gravity. So allow your body to do less of the work and allow gravity here to take over. I think that's a beautiful metaphor in our lives, that we tend to hold on to things too tightly. We tend to really grip on out of fear of letting go. But we always have universe, we have gravity, we have everything around us to support us. And sometimes just letting go a little bit, we can find that support. Wonderful. Let's take 15 more seconds here in this exercise. Softening a little deeper into the stretch. So you take your final breath, you can release your feet and just gently guide your knees towards each other. Beginning to rock from side to side, releasing into the low back. Maybe you feel that little massage. It feels so, so good. Another great massage for our kidneys and our organs. Good. Returning back to center, maintaining that grip on the knees. I want you to just circle your ankles. We are on our feet most of the day. Most of us struggle with some tightness in our calves. Maybe some of us feel that tightness in our arches of our feet. And this is just a nice opportunity to be off our feet. Our final stretch today, we're gonna put our feet back on the floor and we're gonna take one laying final reclined butterfly. So opening those knees out wide, placing the soles of the feet together, finding that comfortable position here again where we can find our final moment to relax. Maybe you place your hands on your belly, a beautiful reminder of that soft beautifulness of the world. Knowing that it's not always outside of you, but it can be found within you too. Notice how every aspect of your body right now is open. Notice how the soles of your feet fall away from each other. How your knees fall away from each other. How your shoulders open up to the world. And how your heart shines forward. Notice your chin tilting back slightly, your neck opening. And if it feels good for you, you're more than welcome to cactus your arm into nice wide open goalposts, taking the fullest expression of the stretch. I hope that today's stretch reminds you to stay open to receiving whatever is waiting for you in each moment. To learn to let go of feeling like we have to have a grip on everything. That we have to keep it together all the time. And just knowing in our hearts that sometimes things fall apart so better things can fall together. But it's not until we stay open and we soften that we can really allow ourselves to feel that and to know that in our heart. Gently guiding those elbows back together and just taking one more final moment with your hands on your belly. Thank yourself for showing up today, for holding gratitude in this moment, and knowing that your openness here that you shared on your mat today is going to translate into your openness in your everyday life. I hope that you all have a wonderful rest of your day and that you find that this stretch will help you once again to find not just openness here on the mat and in these moments that we get to share together, but that we have those beautiful reminders and those emotions and those feelings that came up as we were open in our body. Just a beautiful reminder that the more open we are with ourselves, the more open we can also be with one another. And I just believe so wholeheartedly that that's what we need in this world. So have a beautiful rest of your day. Stay open, stay soft, and I'll see you back again for the next one.